Couldn't thank you more, and come for me. I appreciate everything you've done, keeping me out of trouble. I couldn't ask for a better team, so I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Master Sergeant Wolf and Technical Sergeant Tubbs will now present Master Sergeant Pennock's Shadow Box. Master Sergeant Pennock, your retirement Shadow Box depicts your career. It displays achievements from your time on active duty. It includes your many personal awards, an array of uniform devices indicating the ranks you progressed through. Additionally, the top portion is our nation's flag, which is symbolic of the nation you have served faithfully, serving during your 20 years on active duty. Accept it, protect it, guard it, and ever remember the young men and women that you have trained, guided, and inspired will follow in your footsteps and defend it with equal pride. On this occasion, we consider we have lost a true leader while society has gained a fine citizen. Master Sergeant Pennock will now be presented with our nation's flag as part of the flag ceremony. Flag ceremony detail, post. For more than 200 years, the American flag has been the symbol of our nation's unity, as well as a source of pride and inspiration for millions of citizens. Born on June 14, 1777, the Second Continental Congress determined that the flag of the United States be 13 stripes alternating between 7 red and 6 white, and that the Union be 13 stars, white in a blue field, representing a new constellation. Between 1777 and 1960, the shape and design of the flag evolved into the flag presented before you today. The 13 horizontal stripes represent the original 13 colonies, while the stars represent the 50 states of the Union. The colors of the flag are symbolic as well. Red symbolizes hardness and valor. White signifies purity and innocence. And the blue represents vigilance, perseverance, and justice. Traditionally, a symbol of liberty, the American flag has carried the message of freedom and inspired Americans both home and abroad. In 1814, Francis Scott Key was so moved at seeing the stars and stripes waving after the British shelling of Baltimore's Fort McHenry that he wrote the words to the Star-Spangled Banner. In 1892, the flag inspired Francis Bellamy to write the Pledge of Allegiance, our most famous salute and patriotic oath. In June 1969, the American flag was flown in space when Neil Armstrong planted it on the surface of the moon. Today, our flag flies on constellations of Air Force satellites that circle our globe, and on the fin flash of our aircraft in harm's way in every corner of the world. Indeed, it flies in the heart of every American who serves our great nation. The sun never sets on our United States Air Force, nor on the flag we so proudly cherish. Since 1776, no generation of Americans has been spared the responsibility of defending freedom. Today's airmen remain committed to preserving the freedom that others won for us for generations to come. By displaying the flag and giving it a distinctive fold, we show respect to the flag and express our gratitude to those individuals who fought and continue to fight for freedom at home and abroad. Since the dawn of the 20th century, airmen have proudly flown the flag in every major conflict, on lands and skies around the world. It is their responsibility, our responsibility, to continue to protect and preserve the rights, privileges, and freedoms that we as Americans enjoy today. The United States flag represents who we are. It stands for the freedom we all share and the pride and patriotism we feel for our country. We cherish its legacy as a beacon of hope to one, to all. Long may it wave.
MSgt Pennock, on behalf of the E-90 Security Forces Flag, your friends and your family, I present this flag in recognition of each 20 years of faithful service with the United States Air Force.
Master Sergeant Pennock will now be presented with 2 certificates of authenticity on behalf of the United States Senate and the United States Capitol. The first certificate reads, "The flag of the United States. This is to certify that the accompanying flag was flown over the United States Capitol at the request of United States Senator Michael B. Enzi. Signed, Michael B. Enzi, former United States Senator for Wyoming." Second certificate reads, "Certificate of Authenticity. This is to certify that the accompanying flag was flown over the United States Capitol." Signed, Christina A. Murdon, professional engineer, acting architect of the United States Capitol. Major Chance will now be presenting Master Sergeant Pennock with his badge retirement certificate. And the certificate reads, "From the Director of Security Forces, the badge retirement certificate presented to Master Sergeant Scott A. Pennock reads, during his entire career, he held allegiance to his country and was devoted to duty, holding personal integrity above all. He wore the Security Forces badge of authority with dignity and restraint, and promoted by example high standards of conduct, appearance, courtesy, and performance. He sought no favor because of his position. He performed his duties in a firm, courteous, and impartial manner, irrespective of a person's color, race, religion, national origin, or sex. Master Sergeant Pennock gained the respect of his fellow airmen and all who he came in contact with, as witnessed by this gathering of friends, relatives, and coworkers. The Security Forces badge number 41758 is retired from the United States Air Force effective 1 December 2021. Signed, Roy W. Collins, Brigadier General, United States Air Force, Director of Security Forces." At this time, will all past and present senior NCOs and pre-identified members please come forward and join Master Sergeant Pennock for the retirement of his Security Forces badge and the final toast from Major Chance.
There it is. To the badge.
To the badge. Today's gathering would be incomplete without hearing from our honoree. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce to you Master Sergeant Scott A. Pennock, United States Air Force, retired.
Thank you. I didn't know that this many people liked me, so. You know, Oracle, thank you, Major Chan, for the kind words, and thank you for agreeing to officiate the ceremony. I know you're preparing for a move and have been really busy, so again, thank you. Your leadership during the past 2 years has been outstanding, and it's safe to say you are one of the leading officers in the Air Force. Thank you. Also, thank you for the background. Thank you to Chaplain Shaw for your prayer. Thanks, sir. Sergeant Walker, where you at? Airman Jordan, Sergeant Tubbs, and Sergeant Stills. Thank you for putting this together. It turned out really great. Thank you. Thank you to family, friends, and members around the 90th Missile Wing for attending today. The last 20 years would not be complete without my wonderful family by my side. Thank you to my beautiful and intelligent wife, Diana. Those that know me well know that I will brag about my kids, Isabella, Ian, and Landon. Whether it's about academic successes, gymnastics achievements, football games, or wrestling, I won't pass the opportunity to boast about my kiddos. They are intelligent and athletic, but moreover, they often get compliments on how respectful and well-mannered they are. A lot of this is the result of their mother, so thank you, Diana, for being the most devoted and supporting mother to our children. Today, I'm honored to have completed 20 years in the greatest Air Force in the world. I couldn't have done this alone, and I have many mentors, leaders, and subordinates to thank for their contributions. I don't have enough time to thank them all, but no career is possible without great people around me. Now, the best part of my career was meeting the love of my life, Diana, and having our 3 children, Isabella, Ian, and Landon. We've been through a few moves, and one that stands out is our 2009 PCS from Germany to F.E. Warren. I recommend not trying this for fun, but just imagine 3 kiddos under 4 on a 12-hour plane ride followed by a 15-hour drive to our new duty station. I don't know how we escape with our sanity, but here we are. That was rough. Diana, when I met you, I didn't know I would get a dad with a deal. Wes, thank you for always being there when I needed a voice of reason. For loving me like a son, and making our time together so much fun. Over the years, we've not only enjoyed watching football together, but we found a common hobby and coach football side by side. Most nerve-wracking to our family. I said, if I hear it one more time, run that shutdown defense. Of course, I can't fail to mention that we surely don't miss too many Alabama and Oklahoma football games with a cold brew in hand. Wes, thank you for being out saying dad, being there for us and the kids. Diana, thank you for sticking by my side through the deployments, TDYs, schools, so on and so on. Here's to 19 more years, but without the missed birthdays, anniversaries, I couldn't have this amount of success without the help from you and the kids. Now, on to the good stuff. My favorite position in the Air Force was a military trainer at the Air Force Academy. And while there, I was honored to pin lieutenant bars onto my brother-in-law, David, and see him graduate from the academy in the top 10% of his class. The academy is truly a leadership laboratory. Not only did I have a few of the best officers, senior NCOs, to mentor me, but I helped develop the next generation of officers. The academy life, as the cadets would say, is not for the faint of heart, and their days would usually start at 5 and end around midnight. I admired the determination of the cadets and their will to lead. On a side note, I learned maybe more from the cadets than I ever taught them. However, a quote that I believe sticks in their heads is the quote that was displayed on my office door. Success isn't owned, it's leased, and rent is due every day. J.J. Watt. My first class at USAFA, the 2014 class, will be promoting to major, and it feels like yesterday they were graduating. I know that they are owning their success, and I'm very proud of their accomplishments. What a great experience it all was, and great memories that will never be forgotten. Though the experience at the academy was extraordinary, I really didn't want to leave. Also, I knew I couldn't stay forever. And the road led back to our current installation. Here we are now, which happens to be my favorite base, only by default. Little did I know that FE1 was a black hole I couldn't escape. 8 years spent at this base in total, and I honestly wouldn't change it. I learned a lot at this base, how to be a better leader, and how not to panic about the small stuff. I have truly enjoyed the last few years. From having the opportunity to be a first sergeant, thank you, Senior Dr. T, for your mentorship about first sergeant things. I won't miss the late night phone calls to bail someone out of jail. To leading an operations section as a fill-in superintendent to my everyday job of NCOIC, operations NCOIC. Thank you to Senior Perez, Captain Pickens, and Major Olson for your outstanding leadership. I won't forget the long chats and hours spent together trying to understand how we could only have 128 PFD with 240 bodies in operations. In ending, some advice to the next generation of senior NCOs and NCOs. First, finish your education. Push your airmen to work on their education as well. Getting a bachelor's degree was one of my hardest accomplishments, but the road was worth it. Second, 4 words to lead by. Listen, be clear, learn, and be the example. Listen, don't just hear, but listen to subordinates and understand their point of view. There could be a better way. Be clear. Ensure expectations and directions are clear. Airmen shouldn't have to dissect instructions. Learn. Even though you're a senior NCO, you have the opportunity to learn every day. Don't let that opportunity pass. Be the example. Lead with class and treat all subordinates with dignity and respect. If you can master these leadership tools, you'll be taking care of your airmen, and that is the true mission. Without the airmen, there would be no Air Force. Fellow Hellhounds, it has been a tremendous honor to serve with you. Continue to crush the mission, and don't forget to take a break and have fun. Again, thank you to everyone for attending. It means a lot. MSgt Pennock out!
MSgt Pennock, on behalf of the men and women of the 890th Missile Security Forces Squadron, we are grateful and proud to have served with you. We wish you nothing but happiness, and to your family as you begin a new chapter in your life. Wherever your journey takes you, know that, although retired, you will always be a part of the Air Force family. May God bless you and your family, and thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Air Force song, and remain standing for the departure of the official party.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. And here they come, soon to meet our thunder. Atta boys, give it a gun, give it a gun. Now we die, starting our flames from under. Off with one hell of a roar.
concludes today's ceremony. We invite everybody to join us in congratulating Master Sergeant Pennock and his family at the reception immediately following. Also, the bar down the hall is open for business. Thank you all for attending today's ceremony.
Yeah.